Okay, hey, this is Matt with Kaleo Coffee. We do a lot of private label roasting for some of our wholesale clients, and we get a lot of questions about what packaging we have that's available. And so I just wanted to go through one of the packaging manufacturers that we have, which is Roastar. So Roastar, they provide flexible packaging, and then also they just started doing some coffee tubes as well. So we're gonna get into both of these packages, go through them and see what kind of materials and textures they have and what printing options they offer as well. If you have any questions about any of these, or if you need to get some of these samples yourself, you can easily go to Roastar and request a sample pack, or we can also send you one as well if we are working together. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into this thing here. So Roastar takes you through the whole entire packaging process. Looks like they have like the old school coffee tins, which is kind of rad. I like that. Yeah, but we don't need to go through the flyer because we're gonna go through everything. Oh, here's the paper tubes. We saw these at the SCA Coffee Fest. So these are pretty rad. I'm excited to see what's inside there. So we make stickers now. It's kind of a big deal. Cute little sample pack. Like, all right, so obviously another digital print, 5-pound bag. We can get a little bit of a family here if you're trying to get a brand put together. Kilo bag and a regular basic black bag. Oh, no way, dude. So you just put the coffee in here and then frickin' put your shipping label on there and you don't even have to put it in another package? Bro, this is brilliant. This is happening. We're doing this. We're like doing this tomorrow. Oh, this package right here, it's like nice and matte, like a nice paper package. I could see this being good. This is like a 4-ounce, I think. Stand-up pouch, bag specs. The material, this is Tremondo Blanco, whatever. But it's just this nice heavyweight paper. I don't see a valve on here, so this must be maybe the valving is separate, but note to self, don't ever get coffee bags without valves because that's a terrible idea. More trippy stuff here, but this is, so let's see here, they've got the clear window Roastar logo. Oh, okay, so you can see this here. So it's a clear window logo, so you can see the coffee through there. Again, I don't have a valve on this. I'm assuming that's probably something that you're gonna have to customize into there, but I kinda like that idea of having the coffee in there so you can see how dark it is or isn't roasted. 4-ounce bag. This is a really nice material. It's obviously a plastic material, but let's see here. Tear-resistant matte laminate. I kind of like this material. It feels good in the hand. I feel like it's probably more for like nuts or seeds or something like that. That's kind of more of the family that I feel like that's in. So maybe not for coffee. Maybe most of these aren't for coffee. Who knows? Maybe that's why they don't have valves on them. But 2-3 pounds? How much does this thing hold? Stand-up pouch. That's kind of, I could see this being for like protein or something like that, if you're doing like a protein powder, so maybe not applicable to coffee, but. All right, this one here, pearl white letters, printed with 60% screen of white ink, okay. Sounds like they can get pretty fancy. See how it's kind of like reflective and whatever that is there. But this material is matte laminate with metallic effects. So definitely feels like plastic again. Has a nice, I don't know, luxurious feel a little bit to it and a luxurious look, but at the same, I feel like this might be for nuts, I'm not sure. Maybe like a lotion? Like, what would you use this for? I'm not sure. Maybe put a link in the comments what you think we could put in this. All right, and then this looks like the same material as that fill and ship that we saw earlier. Oh, see, and this one's vented too. Perfect, dude, that's happening. That's happening, dude. Yeah, add to cart, right? Again, more nuts, maybe jerky. I don't know, nuts and jerky. Oh, 100% compostable. Roastar's getting in the compostable world. Dude, I'm kind of stoked on that because this is one of the reasons that we haven't worked with Roastar in the past as much as we would like to have because they didn't have a compostable option. So clearly we have a compostable option now. And I kind of like this print here. This is like a watercolor. This is a gloss. I guess I should probably talk about it just because I don't like it. I should probably talk about it. This is like a gloss plastic material. Print it on an HP digital press in CMYK, okay? So I don't know if you can see this. We'll probably try to punch in on the shot a little bit, but you see the definition on those circles there? So that says it's printed in on a HP digital press in CMYK. You see how like the definition of those circles is not that good? I don't think that's a very high-end image. I would imagine this is probably a less expensive option to go with. But you see this one here as well, and this one is also printed on an HP. I don't know, I don't love that. So if that's what the definition is gonna look like, then I would probably pass on that HP printer. These circles here, now I'm really honing in on that definition. Those circles should be, those lines should be a lot more defined. So I mean, that's probably why they can rip these things out so quick. I mean, I think these guys have like less than a four week window, maybe even like 12 days. I forget what it is. We're getting into a lot of the same stuff here. I think that, you know, there's a lot of repeats in here, so I'm not gonna go through everything. Let's try to get to the meat and potatoes here. I think I found some coffee packaging here. I like this, but again, the definition is a lot more defined in here. I don't know if you see, we'll punch in on that. A lot more defined, but still, again, I mean, if you can rip this thing out, like half the time or a quarter of the time is what it's taken to get coffee packages made in China, like I will take a lower definition, less polished look if I can get these things ripped out. I mean, I can't even say this is really low definition, less polished look because it still looks pretty darn good. So, and the material feels nice. And that valve is not like this obtrusive valve. Like in the past, like on a lot of other packages, the valve inside here is just like, it's so prominent. And this one here is just kind of hidden inside there. So I wonder if they did a lot of purposeful thought of trying to make that valve a little less protruding, because it really messes up the design. Getting back into that craft, same thing here, it's just different sizes. Same again. This would be a like standard like 12-ounce side gusseted bag, white ink underlay, front panel graphic layer on white printed under process color. All right, so here we are. We're into the coffee packages now. This is what we're here for. All right, so 1, 2. This is very similar to this one here. Just this one's matte and this one's gloss. And this one here is very similar. You can see this one has like that, I don't know if you want to call that pearlescent or holographic kind of look, but you can see that holographic kind of look there. And still, that one's got a valve. Ooh, I like this. If I were to do like a little, like a limited release and I needed to make like 6 or 8 ounce bags, I would use something like this because this is compostable. And which other one did we have earlier that was compostable? But regardless, this one's compostable. This is cute. I like it a lot. More of the same. More of the same here. This is just the same things we were looking at earlier, just different sizes. So gloss, matte. I'm not really sure what this, so this is color on silver and color on holographic. So this is a matte holographic, and this is a gloss holographic. So you can see a little bit of a difference there. Same stuff we were looking at earlier. This is kind of a trippy little package. I like this. I don't know why. I don't know what I would do with it. Gold metallic. I like it. Yeah, a whole lot of stuff here that doesn't really apply to coffee people, but this is their, I guess, portfolio of packaging design. So let's see if we can limit this down to the coffee packages. And I'm basically just weeding out anything that has a valve on it, and we'll just leave it at that. Obviously, a lot of these things can be used for coffee packaging, but we'll just go back and find the ones. Dude, I liked this one. It doesn't have a valve on it, but I'm gonna talk to them about that because that's kind of rad. Love these cold brew labels. Really love this freaking sticker. I don't know why I like it so much. I might go put that on my car. All right, so you can see this is kind of the family of coffee bags that Roastar offers. These ones over here, compostable. This one's not oh no, I'm sorry, it is 100% compostable. So we've got this little 4 ounce. We're just gonna call that like I'm sorry, this is like a 6 ounce. We'll just call this like a special release. This could probably be a special release too, but I'm guessing I can fit 12 ounces inside that stand-up pouch. And then this right here is that fill and ship mailer, which is, I mean, freaking rad. I love that idea of reducing all of that packaging. And with us being 1% for the Planet members, obviously it's not just, we don't just donate our money. We clearly have sustainability in mind all the time. And if I can ship my coffee out without having to put it in a box, dude, like I'm all in on that. So save the material. Let's see here. Yeah. Fill, seal, label, ship. Food safe interior, puncture and tear resistant, fully printable, heat sealable, available features, degassing valve, and resealable zipper. Boom. Done. Add to cart. And then this is the compostable bag as well. I don't know, you guys. I mean, I did this video for you, but I may have done this video for me too, because we just might be going through a packaging shake up ourselves, because I really like some of these options here. So tune back in and we will see what we end up doing with our packaging options after we make a phone call to Roastar today. All right, and then we'll talk about these ones over here a little bit as well. So this is all obvious. We already went through this, but you can see that you've got like this matte, side gusseted, gloss side gusseted. You have a matte block bottom bag. This is, looks like a block bottom bag as well, but it's more of like a thin kind of block bottom bag versus this one here is more of a rectangular, and this one would be, I don't know. You see what I'm saying here. I can't really describe that, but you see the differences there. And this is a side gusseted bag, side gusseted 2-pound or kilo bag, and side gusseted 5-pound bag. So if you're looking to put together a wholesale program, this would be nice because you have 5 pounds, kilo, and then your retail bags. So that's a clean, cohesive look right there. I love it. And then same thing over here, you know, you have comparable bags as well, but that's it. And if you want to throw in some cold brew into your mix, they've got the labels for that too. So that's it for the bags. Let's get into the box of tubes. Eco-friendly and totally tubular. I wonder how much these things are. All right, so here's paper tube number 1. So I'm not really sure what they would put on the inside. I would imagine some kind of bag has to go in here, but it's just a tube. And then we have this one here as well. So this is more of like a texture, if that makes sense. Kind of like resembles like leather a little bit, if that's the kind of word I'm looking at. But this is just a basic white tube, and then it has a sticker on the outside. That's really all that is. It's not like it's printed on the tube. This is just what that is. So not a whole lot to talk about when it comes to the tubes, but I'm gonna have to do a little bit of digging and figure out how they are keeping the coffee fresh, because you can't just put tubes. Oh, here we go. Add a clear biodegradable Ziploc bag. Our clear biodegradable Ziploc bag fits neatly, paper tube, blah, 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 blah. But it's not vented. So this is just a basic Ziploc bag. It's not vented, so we have to figure that out because we've made that mistake. And you go putting fresh roasted ground coffee in here, forget it. It's gonna pop. I promise you, it's gonna pop. All right, so that's the end of it. Thanks to Roastar for sending out those samples. Pretty impressed with what I saw. I didn't really fully know all of the options that they had, so pretty stoked to see some of the stuff they have, especially that, what is it, the click and ship and flip, I forget what it is, fill and ship, the fill and ship envelope, whatever it is. They got some really cool options, so we're probably going to call them up and get that project started today. If you want to get a project started, you can reach out to Roastar. They'll set you up with the packaging. Once you're ready to get some coffee put into those packages, reach out to us and we'll get you set up, start working through a private label or a white label program with you. And that's it. Thanks. I think you're supposed to click and like or something too so that we look cool on YouTube. So if you could do that, that'd be great. Thanks, Mom.